Hello, guys and girls on YouTube. Alex Smith coming at ya, or Alexander Smith coming at ya. I'm live and I'm back. Did anybody miss me? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Did anybody miss me? Did anybody miss me? Oh. Why the title says something different is because I'm going to try something different and I'm going to put it back on the wheel again. We're going to do the wheel again. We're going to do the wheel again. But we're going to do it differently. So I've come up with an idea and I want to run it to you guys and see what you think. But I'm waiting for somebody to come in the chat or a couple of people to come in the chat, and hopefully as in we decide to try this and see what happens. Because it's a case of trial and error. And the reason why we're going to trial and error is because we want to do the hello GP and good evening. What I'm going to do is I've come up with another plan and I am going to... You're still going to get stuff. The stuff that you've already won. You're going to get that. You're guaranteed that. But what I'm going to do is we're going to restart afresh. And what we're going to do is I am going to do still the game of the wheel. So you are still guaranteed a prize. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the wheel and you're going to guess the number that it's going to fall on. And what will happen is every corresponding number from 1 to 12, the people that's in it, that's paid the shipping pot fund or whatever else, they're still in it. But instead of me allocating numbers or allocated numbers, what I'm going to do is every number has a coin, but the coin could be either different each time. But what I'm thinking is, or my plan is, we're going to do keep if you say the number falls in number 12 or number 1 or number 2, right, I'll take out a coin and I'm going to show you the coin or whatever. This is what I'm saying. This is just totally as in one of these spur of the moments. It's just come over me and I thought, hold on, maybe this is worth trying something different, because I'm thinking maybe people is getting fed up of the game itself, and I thought, I wonder if we can revamp it slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up a coin for that number. I've got coins that I've picked out from rolls. It could be from a roll, it could be from as in maybe say a world coin, and it'll be different. The coins will be different. None of them will be the same. They'll be different. So there'll be 12 coins picked out, and there's might be say five different coins. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the coin, and I'm going to ask you either keep either keep, donate, or sell. This is going to give me another spur. This is going to give me an inspiration to actually get my arse into gear to put things on eBay. I'm actually thinking about it with phones as well. This idea. I'm thinking about this idea, and I'm thinking about running it. Mum went daft when I said about the auction of Joe Durbin's, and because the amount of stuff that's coming in, there is no space to hold it. So she went off her nut. So what I've done is I've stopped going to the auction now. I don't owe Durbin's any money or whatever. I'm not hiding from anybody. All I'm doing is taking the time out. I'm not buying so much for the auction at the moment. Joe has sent a shipping invoice, which I've already paid. It was $110 for a large priority box, so it was about £90 odd. But what I'm going to do is the coins that I have got here the now, because I've been spending my time with my daughter because of things what's happened last week. That's how I took time away, because of family issues or family things that went on behind the scenes, and I wasn't going to start telling everybody, as in told a couple of people or whatever else what had happened, and thought I'm not going to keep going around everybody because I don't want sympathy. She doesn't want sympathy. She done it herself. She done it, got into a predicament. She didn't know how to handle it, and she decided that maybe she wasn't worth living anymore. So she decided that she ended up in hospital, which I spent time with her on Messenger, and I says, can't do it this weekend, guys, as in last Saturday, because my head just wasn't in it. I needed time to give her. I didn't want her feeling to me that I was ignoring her or whatever, or she done anything wrong. I didn't want that. So I says, right, bugger it. Time away from Saturday, just collect my thoughts, whatever else. And all of a sudden, this idea of the night came to me like bang. A blinding light, as usual, light bulb moment. A light bulb moment, exactly, JP, family come first. Light bulb moment came, hold on a minute. Maybe we can turn this game round. If we don't have enough coins to do 1 to 12, what if the rolls and whatever else, I actually be able to open up and you'll get BU ones, like BU pennies, BU Canadians, dimes, whatever else, whatever I've got in stock, whatever I've had in stock, or that's bulk, because this wasn't a case of keeping coins for myself. It was to basically show people coins or whatever, so to have content like Blister's been doing shorts on coins. I'm not down to crying Blister, I'm just saying that's an example. He's putting content in coins and his fishing magnet and all the rest. Right now, I've been lackadaisical for so many months, maybe years, as in me doing this. But over the years, the channel's built up, right? The channel's built up to a certain point, and I'm like, right, what do I do with the channel? How do I take it forward? And this is the idea I come up with, as in doing the wheel or whatever else. And you seem to like it, because I called it Elephant in the Room or whatever, and somebody else decided they would try the game out and it didn't work for them or whatever else, but it works for this channel. So we get quite a good call in, as in at the weekend, as in there's Blister and there's JP come in, as in there might be another few people that will come turn up, as in David Carlisle is part of the channel, Paul Hampton, another person that's part of the channel, Daryl USA, another part of the channel, as in all these people that come to the channel enjoy the videos, enjoy me as a person, and they like whatever's been put on, the spread that's been put on. So what I've decided is that we're going to do, when we do the game, I'm going to show you a coin, and you're going to say either keep, still spin the wheel. There'll be 1 to 12 on the wheel. You'll pick a number, and whoever gets that number gets your turn. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold that coin up and say, right, do you want to keep that coin? Do you want to donate it? You can donate it to anybody in the chat. You can donate it back to the channel if you like. Or you get a choice of selling that coin. Sell that coin. Now I have to then list it on eBay for you. And whatever money comes out of that, it's up to you where you decide to put it in the shipping pot fund, or you decide to take it out and say, I would like it put into my PayPal ME. Now, I didn't want to do this because I'm like, this is going to be more pressure on my shoulders. But then I'm thinking maybe it'll help me. Maybe it'll help me to start listing that dreaded listing on eBay. The dreaded listing on eBay. As in knowing that I've got to do it. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. As in maybe it'll give me that kick up the arse to turn around and say, right, stop ignoring it. It won't go away itself. It won't do itself. I need to do it. I need to get it done. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help. Because I'm thinking about doing this with phones as well, as in bringing it to the channel and saying, right, there's 12 bags. There's 12 bags. There's a number. There's a number, or the number that you picked, that ends up with your name on it. That ends up with your name on it. That has to then get listed on eBay. As soon as that's sold on eBay, I'll put that up and I'll say, right, this is what we got for it, guys. This is what we got for it. eBay took that percentage off. That's their percentage, as in because usually some people on eBay put free postage, but it's enrolled in the price of the buy it price or the starting price. But you can also do postage underneath it, and usually I do postage underneath it. Now coins I'm not sure about, phones I am, but I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do this for the channel, because that is my hobby, phones. I love taking a phone off of eBay or a job lot, getting it ready, testing it out, whatever else. I've seen me buy stuff, right, that says faulty on it, or sold as parts only. And I've been lucky, touch wood, I've been lucky on quite few occasions where it's turned out in my favour, But the thing is, as in I have to then deal with that customer if there's any problems behind the scenes. So what I'm thinking is that I don't know how many of you have got PayPal ME or whatever. It's up to you where you want to turn around and say, well, I'd rather donate that to shipping pot fund. You keep that money. That's as in, okay, I won it, but I want to put back to the chat. I want to put back to the channel. Or I turn around and say, I would rather have that money, got my PayPal ME. But you got to give me time for that item to sell. Even if it doesn't sell, that gets listed on there. Because what I usually do is, if an item doesn't sell, usually what I do is I take off that stuff, put fresh stock on, because this is what I'm thinking. This might help me with this dreaded as Blister's laughing about it. Maybe it'll help me as in with this dreaded listing as in trying to hide away from it, go, oh, I'll do it later, 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 do it later. Rather than organising or processing that. Maybe that'll help. But it's not just about phones, it's about coins or whatever else. Maybe there's a certain person who's been phoning me up or messaging me, much is this worth? Have a look at this, Alec. What do you think about this? And then started it. Where do I find the information for that? And me fucking being stupid enough and going, oh, well, you get it there, or you get it there, and me going running about like a blue ass fly for somebody else. And then I sees 1945, a 1945 quarter dollar put on, starting price £10 on this eBay seller who I used to deal with quite on a frequent basis. So it's a case of, well, I'm going to pump you for information, Alec. I'm going to pump you for information, and you know realising it, and you're going to work for me. It means then that I've got less to do to find out the information that I need to know about. And I'm like, no, I don't think so, mate. I don't think so anymore. You're not going to use me, because that's like Katie saying, people are going to harm and hang me. Oh, I want to be your friend and all that. I want to be your friend. Can you help me out? I've had a problem. I don't know how to deal with this. Can I please talk to you? And then all of a sudden, I don't want to be a friend no more. I don't want to be even around you, or I don't even want to be with you. And I'm like, and she's like at herself, I'm just getting used. She's realised herself. Now she's only 16. She's realised herself. These people are only using me to get what they want. They're not really my friends as such. They just want to be there when they want to be there, and when they don't want to be there, I'll fuck off and I'll not talk to you. And she's feeling like unwanted by people. And she's like, fuck a lot of yous. She's telling you, as in her profile, fuck a lot of yous in her timeline, fuck a lot of yous, go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves, she's saying. And I appreciate her feeling like that, and I'm thinking, hold on. Sounds a bit familiar, that. But I don't know. Maybe people like getting the free coins, and maybe it helps the channel with the free coins, but I do it because I want to be able to do it for my supporters, my followers who's been there since day one, as in them being behind me and turning and says, you can do this. We know, we believe in you, buddy, we believe in you. And it's like Blister coming in Messenger saying, I don't really want anything off you. I don't want nothing off you. But me feeling, no, hold on a minute. I'd rather give something back to, hi, David Johnson. A long times, buddy. Aye. What I want to do is I want to invite guests up on the panel as well, but I haven't sent anybody invites. I just want to basically get them at random. I don't want to have to keep pestering them all the time. Constantly pestering. I know, buddy, innit, David? I don't want to keep pestering people. I'd rather them come up in their own ability and tell, oh, Alex on, let's go over to Alex's channel, as in maybe as in jump on a panel and have a chat or whatever else. Because it is, I've always had an open. I've always had an open panel. Always had an open panel. I only need to see somebody's face as in behind the background and know that they're not going to do any collateral damage to the channel, as in me pulling their pants down or whatever else and showing their bare arse for me to get into trouble as a host. But I know I've got people that's behind me, as in like Bliston's got a spanner or whatever else, so it can get sorted, as in very quickly and dealt with. Right, so no further ado, I'm not going to give these numbers as in people in the chat. You're going to pick a number between 1 to 12, but if somebody's got the same number, you need to re-pick again. You need to re-pick again, because what we're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel, and if it falls in your number, I'm going to hold up a coin, as in I've got, there's a 5 or there's 6. There's 6, 5 or 6 ready. Dimes that was in, the dimes that was in there, they're done. 2 rolls of pennies, 2 rolls of pennies, 2 rolls of pennies. Aye, up yours, 2 rolls of pennies, 2 rolls of pennies were done. There's 12 taken out of them. There's a quarter. There's a quarter I know about. A quarter. I don't know what year the quarter is. And there's a bicentennial, half dollar, as in we're taking out a BU rolls. I'm talking BU rolls. These have never been circulated, these, as in these coins. So, as in they've been taken straight for the auction, straight for the Durban auction, sent over here, and then kept for a long time, a period of time. And then I decided, hold on a minute. Maybe I can make this game more exciting. Keep, donate, sell. Keep, donate, sell. Hold on a minute. That's quite a good idea. That's quite a good idea. LOL, I thought I was the only one here. Aye, Ian. Aye. So I was like, hold on a minute. Maybe this idea, maybe this will help me. So maybe this will help me, as in actually put listings on eBay, as in put 6 photographs or whatever on eBay. I'm like, and then basically sell it on somebody's behalf. So they have won it. Their name is on it. But I put it on my account, my eBay account. When it sells, or if it sells, you either get the money or you decide what you want to do with it. But when I say keep the coin, it means then you keep the coin for yourself, or you donate it, and you can donate it either back to the channel, or you can donate it to somebody in the chat. Somebody in the chat you can donate it to. That's up to you. That's your preference. Or you can sell it. You can say sell. Sell that coin. Sell that coin. Sell it. Because some of them are BU coins, and some of them actually do well. Because if you can put a BU coin up, and another collector sees that and goes, by the way, that is I'm not going to grade it. I am not going to grade that coin. I'm going to put on it BU coin, and I'm going to put the mint markets on it, the year date it's on it, and show pictures of it, because that was the whole idea with this, the coin holder, was to get it under a microscope. But it didn't happen, because what happened is I paid for it. It went into international shipping. They lost it. The guy who sold me it, or the guy that sold the coin holders themselves. Now I've just thought of somebody that might even help in that situation, might be able to help do that if I show him the picture of it. Brandon. I forgot about Brandon. Brandon has got a 3D printing, as in actual 3D printing press, or printing for plastics, for 3D plastic molding injection, and that's what that's made of. that coin holder. I wonder if I speak to Brandon. Just when I had it was, thank God that David Johnson came in the chat, which is from Small Engine Nation, or was Small Engine Nation. And it just when it gave me a thought about that coin holder, that 3D coin holder for CoinView Imaging or whatever, where they've hit a problem. The guy has hit a problem, as in about international shipping or whatever. There's been packages lost, and he's stopped the production at the moment. Stopped the production. No, you didn't do it, freaking. Just when I thought about Brandon. Exactly, David. It was you in the chat and the thing, me. All of a sudden, I was like, hold on a minute. Somebody does an injection molded tool, and it was thing me. It was when I thought about Brandon, Brandon. It was Brandon thing me. All I need to do is email Brandon and give him the pictures of that injection molding, but I don't know if it's been paid. I don't know if CoinView is patented that actual idea. No, this thing's a coin holder. It's an actual coin holder. It sits about that. It's about that long, and it's actually got steps in it. And I was trying to get. There was a bundle. They were doing a bundle. There were a bundle. Hi, Doug. It was a bundle, and what happened is I paid for it, paid the shipping and all the rest, and then the guy had to refund me back the money. And then I says to Joe, "Can you get me for the price he's got it up in his website is $17.95. I says, "Can you get two of them?" And then when I spoke to Joe says they've stopped the production of it. They've turned around and said they've stopped it now because of the problems, as in the making of it. It's the shipping or the packages. The packages have been kept getting lost in post and transit, so they've stopped doing them at the moment. They stopped production, but I don't know if it's patented for CoinView or where anybody could copy that design. If I showed Brandon the picture. I showed Brandon it. So now it's time for a smoke. Everybody's remembered. I don't forget anybody. I don't forget anybody as in that I've worked with or been part of, because part of them down me ends up, they don't just do small engines, they might do something else that they've got a hobby about, as in the coinage or something else. It's like me bumping into Craig Durbin, and then I thought, hold on a minute, it's a Small Engine Nation. I was like, has he been following me? You've been stalking me, and then I realised, hold on a minute here. I was like, hold on here a minute. And then he's like, I said, do you into coins? So it's been to him for years. I was like, all right. I didn't know that. I bought four-wheelers and mud-mowers. Exactly, David. Exactly. Because he was David, I think, is gone fishing. Am I correct? Something gone fishing. Is that your channel, David? Or is that one of the team? The cat's gone fishing or something, going for fishing or something, that round about that neck of the lines. Is that correct? because I do watch people's channels or whatever on Facebook. I see it on Facebook. I see it on timelines. It pops up in timelines and notifications that I'm friends with or anyway that I'm acquainted with. I see it popping up, and I do have a look at it from time to time. I mainly deal with the Predator engines. Yep, good engines or good. They make good engines, as in when they put their Predator name on them, the Predator brand on them, and they do run. They're good engines. They do a lot. You can do a lot of modifications with the Predator engine. I've seen a lot of things done with them. Modifications been done. Right, guys, I need you to pick a number between 1 to 12, and I need you to tell me as and to put it in the chat so I can see it bouncing in the chat, so I can mark it down or I can write it down, the number. Right, I'm taking numbers as in thingy, use a law as in you pick a number between 1 to 12. Right, JP's 7. 5.5. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha, freaking. You tell me you dinner. 7 is, hold on guys, JP Wood. David is number 4. David Johnson. David J. Somebody else said the number. Freaking will get number 5. He's got Hidden's age, as he says in the chat, as in freaking. Because I need to find out. It's not a case of this is not for first, second, and third prize. This is for minimum prizes. It's that way, as in 5.5. Freaking, I see you picked too high. 5.5, which means then that it's a 5 or between a 5 and between a 6. So it's not a 5 and it's not a 6. It's I'm in between. David, that's what I'm saying. The thing, mate, as in that's up to you where you donate it to, Ian. That's what I was thinking. As in that's entirely up to you. As in, because what I'm going to do is, once the wheel goes, whatever number it falls on, I'm going to ask you, as in the coin itself, I'm going to show a coin up or one coin, and I'm going to say, keep, donate, or sell. And what I've done is, there's 5 different coins on the numbers from 1 to 12. So it's not as if you only get the one coin. You get 5 times, you get 5 spins, as in for the different coins, because I picked it at 5 different coins. I used to do, when I did the 1 to 12, I used to do 5 coins in the envelope, or 4 coins that you could see as in the little square bags, and there would be one that was surprise in the envelope. But what I've done is, I went through my stash or whatever I've got bulk, and went, hold on a minute, and I've done it and quickly, then I've done it within, as in a couple of hours, and done it. I hope, JP, you're not trying to mess me up, but as in this AJK Wood, I'm like, is that a different person, or is that JP with a different channel and he's using a different device? Nah, Huey knows. Huey too. AGK's went number 3, so it's number 3 AGK. because I'm hoping that we'll do this every week again. But what I'm going to do is, nah, my name is Andrew. Yay, you beauty, another Andrew. I don't know where Andrew Cooper is tonight. I haven't a clue. I wonder if Andrew will turn up. I'm hoping he does. Because I've not even messaged Andrew and says, by the way, I'm going live tonight. It's fine, AGK. It was because it would woodwork or whatever, and I thought maybe JP was messing about. It's fine. I have my own YouTube channel. That's good. I need to have a look at it then at some point. How many subscribers have you got, and how many videos have you put up as on your channel? Jamie is a joke. Jamie is a joker. We all know that. Aye, just to mess me up and make my head think as if it was going round the twist. No, because usually we run with 12. Usually we run with 12 people. We used to run with 12 people, but I can do it with less people. But I've done it for as in like what I've done is I'll show you guys. Right, these envelopes are empty this week. Nice one, AG. Over 100, over 1k subs. Hopefully you get more. Hopefully you get more than 1k. It's nice to get further up the ladder. You see these people that sing me at 13k and you go, how the hell did they manage to get there? And then but at Disney, you're not jealous of it. You're just envious, and then that inspires you. Well, if they can do it, so can I. If they can do this, I can do this as well. But I just don't have the same content what they do. Know what I mean? You're like, well, can I make it? Ups, 100k. JP's like, you wish. Because Ian that's come in, Ian's got 13k. Ian's got 13k on his channel. And I know that for a definite. But I don't have a jealousy of Ian and go, oh, he's not. I can't go there. I don't understand that. Why somebody jealous about somebody that's done well for themselves or they've done well in the time that they've been. Ian started his channel just to show a few friends as in what he was getting up to, as in but in the shed, in the garage, and it ended up that obviously by falling off his chair at some point, or he was kidding on, he was the gangster, as in Don Louis, as in come in the shed with a good clobber on, and I thought, I hope he's not going to mess that jacket up, that leather jacket, that black leather jacket, looking like Don Mafia. And I thought, maybe that was the video that made him go that way. And then I thought, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the one falling off a chair. Or was it the one where some people went, he was talking about a 12-year-old, but talking about a 12-year-old whiskey, and some people took it out of context, as in and thought it was something else. I wonder if that's maybe where it came from, as in that his views, Ian's views shot like that. Yep, he also fell a few times in cat. Exactly, David. That's what I'm wondering. As in, yep, he also fell asleep a few times in camera. I never seen that. I didn't see that, but I know that he fell off a chair one night. He was on the stool or something, and he went woof backwards. And all he seen is him disappeared. I mean, where the hell's he disappeared to? And then there was a time, I think it was he going for the train? As in one night, and he had a few drinks, a few halves, and he fell. Lucky didn't fall on the train tracks. He fell on the walkway and scuffed up. And then the next day, scuffed on his knee and showed it. Look, I scuffed on my knee last night. Ouch. He's got some copper strip and motor vids. Could be. That's not even, JP, that's not even an automatic one. That's only with a hand drill. Ian's got that with a hand drill, that thing. It's not even an actual automatic one. It's just with a normal hand drill on it. But obviously Ian's got it set up and knows exactly the settings of how to set it, as in whatever thickness of the wire itself. Because Ian used to do it by hand. He used to pull the blade and then just sit there. When I used to do it, or when I used to do a bit of wire, I used to get the end of it, or start the end of it, put my boot on it, and then just basically just keep pulling it. But then I had to stop doing it because I was getting destructive. And then I was told not to do it because my partner's like that. The place is looking untidy, and where you going to hide it or where you going to put it, as in because you're going to have complaints with the neighbours or whatever else. David's right, it is. Done it a few times and it's a pain, I know. And it hurts as well sometimes because you've got it. Sometimes what you do is you tie it around your hand and then keep to try and pull it enough to get enough as in strength behind it, so you get one bit as in your foot holding it, and then basically just pulling it as in so you're taking the insulation off the front of it, off the sheet, off the outside of it, to get the copper in the inside or the aluminium wire inside it. So we've got number 7, number 4, number 5, number 3. Because it means then I've got to keep running it all the time, as if we want to 12. Because there's people missing it, or there's. Because I've got if you can see, I've started so gloves sweating. A bad finger as well. I can feel it as if it's tightening up when it does that throbbing like that. Fucking like that. Because there's Polly's here. That's Polly's bag. That's inks, because I've got to send those and inks together. Because those paid quite a bit to that ink. David has done it as well, and David's got a package as well to go as well. David, you're still in me, you're still in it, buddy, but you're not getting your number's you're not getting an allocation, your number anymore. You've got to pick a number in the chat. I'm doing it totally different. I'm going to do a different idea altogether, buddy. I'm going to do as in keep it's. I want to try this to see if it works. It's keep, donate, sell. So it's either one of the 3. So when you pick a number and that wheel spins and it stops at that number, I'm going to show a coin. I'm going to show the coin itself, and I'm going to ask you where you want to keep it, donate it. You can donate it either back to the channel, you can donate it to somebody else in the chat, as in donate it to somebody else in the chat, or you can sell it. But what if you say sell, I have to then put it mark it in the book. That's to be sold, as in on behalf of you, as in put it on eBay, because this might help me get my ass into gear, as in this dreaded listing items on eBay, because that might help, as in inspire me, like put a bit up my ass to turn and say, this needs to be done. You're going to let your supporters, you're letting down, because they're going to ask you, did that coin sell? As in, did that coin sell? Because the whole idea is to either for you to turn and say, I want that money, the money that it's sold for, either to go to the channel or for you to get it put in your PayPal account. It's an idea I come up with, and I thought, hold on a minute here. All these auctions, you see all these auctions. Hold on a minute. eBay's an online auction. So if I put that coin on behalf of somebody and said, I'm not going to grade it, I am going to grade it, I'm going to put on it what it is, as and if it's a circulated coin, I'm going to put in circulated coin. If it's an uncirculated coin, I'm going to put uncirculated coin on it, or BU. It's coming out a BU roll. It's a BU penny. BU. It's 1960 whatever. Its mint mark is P or D or S. And that's going on my eBay. But it's going on behalf of you guys. As in, it's going to go on behalf of you guys. As in, it's going to say, as in, sell for David, whatever. As in, that's his coin. And it'll be put on a bag, and it'll go in a bag. It'll go in a bag, and it'll say, sell on it. Sell. And it'll say David Carlisle, or it'll say JP Woodworking. So it'll go on my eBay. As in, you'll see it pictured on my eBay. And I'm thinking, this might help me get inspired, as in inspire me to get that boot up my ass to say, right, that doesn't belong to you, that belongs to one of your supporters for the channel, but you have to list it. That has to be listed for 7 days, and you are going to try and sell that coin on behalf of that person, because you've got to put that money into his account, or that account, that PayPal ME. That's the whole idea behind this, guys. It's not just about me. It's about the channel growing in the right way, but also to give you guys something back. Because I'm thinking, hold on a minute here. It's going to cost me a fortune to ship this stuff, but what if I have these ideas and they bounce in my head. They just happen to bang. Hold on a minute here. Would this work? Would this idea work? Would it work? But if I tell everybody about the idea itself, people are going to steal it. Other people are going to steal it and go, I want that idea. Let's get this idea. And I think it's a good idea, or it's a good thing he's thought of. Because that's what even Melissa says, Ruby says, you come up with some good ideas, as in it's like I just get these light bulb moments that happen, just light bulb moments. Hold on a minute here. Maybe I saw something, maybe I looked at something, maybe I seen somebody play fruit machines or something in the last couple of days or the last week that I've been disappeared, and I thought, hold on here a minute. He's gambling or whatever, right? But he's gambling his own money. He's gambling his own money, right? But he's making content for his channel. But what if I was to do that and I'm not profiting from the coin? I'm not profiting from the coin. I'm giving something back. Aye, but AG, I'm actually running it tonight. I am actually running it right now, this idea. As in right now, as we speak, I'm running it. So how can somebody else steal it if I've actually started it? So I put it out there knowing that I was going to do it. Worked it out before I came on here, because I should have been between 7 and 7:30. I've actually been later. I'm actually later tonight, as in starting. And I've put it on my channel. I've aired it on my channel. Exactly what I thought of the idea itself. William, what I'm going to do is, that's what I'm saying, right? It's still 1 to 12. 1 to 12, right? So you still get something, right? I've not asked for a penny. Not a penny. Nothing. Not a thing. And I've said to you all along, it's up to you where you donate to the Shipping Pot Fund. That's up to you to donate to the Shipping Pot Fund. If you want stuff sent, you're going to have to try and help. So I've not actually asked for a penny because it's not a spot. It's not a spot. So I'm not profiting from the coin itself. But I'm going to show you a coin tonight. If you're going to pick a number, I'm going to write it down in the book. I'm going to run the wheel, as in instead of doing the 1 to 12s and then saying, oh, well, it's what first, second, third, and fourth prize. We're still going to do that. We're still going to do that at the end, right? But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a coin and we're going to turn around and say, I'm going to turn around and say to you the coin, I'm going to say, keep, donate. You're going to make that choice. You're going to make that choice. Keep, donate, sell. And I'm going to mark that as, and I'm going to put it in a bag on its own. But I'm going to run this wheel 5 times. 5 times because I've got 5 different coins. 5 different coins of 12 coins in total of 5 different coins that you're going to win on the wheel. But we're going to do it by using the wheel. We're going to spin the wheel. So it's not going to be a case of sitting and listening to me all night. We're going to spin that wheel, but we need 12 names to go on this wheel. We need 12 names for 12 people to be in the chat for it to run. There's 8 people now. There's 8 people watching now. You need to pick a number as well, William. But you can't pick. You can't pick. You can't pick. You can't pick 7, 4, 5, or 3. David Carlisle, you need to do the same. Unless you want me to pick his number 1, because nobody's picked that number yet. And I need to remember Paul. Even though Paul's not here, Paul needs his number. So Paul, we'll pick a number for Paulie. Exactly, William. I need 12 people to play that wheel because it's 24 places. There's 24 places in that wheel. Yes, Ink, I do have. So you're number 6. Ink's number 6. You get number 6 because you've just asked. You've just picked a number. So you picked a number. Because that's what I'm saying, Ink. I've changed the concept slightly. We're still going to do 5. Because what's happened is I've had an invoice for Joe. I don't know what's going on. I haven't a clue. I haven't emailed Joe to ask him why this invoice has been created. There's been an invoice created, sent to me that for shipping. And I've not spoken to him. I've not been in the chat. So I don't know if somebody's tried to speak for me. Do you have number 9? Yes, I do, William. Number 9's Williams. 9, William E. I don't know if somebody's spoken on my behalf and said, by the way, it's not coming back to the Ringwood auction. Or Joe's seen me not there and thought, hold on a minute. My man's went AWOL, what's going on? Because I've not let him know. The reason why I haven't been to sales because I haven't space and Mum's going absolutely... Every time I see auction or mention more coins coming in, it's like case of... like that. So, right, okay. Either I need to not tell her and just hide it as it's coming in, or it's a case of pack it in for a bit, as in try and sort of clear space, make room for other stuff. Because I'm thinking about doing it with phone. William, I'm thinking about doing it with phones as well. Freakings like that. I didn't hear the last 50 words. As I'm saying, Durban created a shipping invoice. A shipping invoice had been sent. No email correspondence about as in a why the shipping as an invoice was sent. And it was saying £110 for a large priority box. I haven't been to auction. I have been in Aussies a few times or whatever else, and I didn't say anything. I said about the coin holder or the actual coin holder for CoinView. I was talking about that. I don't know if Joe gets himself mixed up or whatever, or it's because they're going to the shows. If they're going to the shows, it means then that they are going to post stuff out. So I'm wondering if it's something to do with the shows, because I know they go at this time of the year to the show events. So I'm wondering maybe that's why I needed the space, and that's why the invoice has been created, the shipping invoice for large priority box. And that's what I'm wondering. Is I haven't emailed Joe and I haven't told him, why have you sent this? I only just got it and I was like, I'd rather just pay it. I'd just pay it and get I've got the money, or the monthly money's come in. There's what I owe you as in the shipping invoice. And honest, I don't like arguing, I don't like fighting people, and I don't like as in creating drama. I'm just saying that this invoice appeared in my email box, shipping invoice, and I went, what's this for? Does that mean then that there's a box filled? As in, or is it a case of because I haven't been to the auctions? And the only reason I haven't been to the auctions is because Mum has been going off for nut about the amount of stuff that's coming in here, as in, and it's taking up room, taking up space, and it's a case of, what are you doing with it? What are you doing with this? It's not a warehouse or a storage facility. It's a home. Okay, Mum, okay, you pay the rent or whatever else. I give her something towards that, as in a standing order. I'm still a tenant or a squatter sitting tenant, but it's her name, it's on the tenancy agreement. So it's a case of, well, I don't want to upset the apple cart, and I'm like, so I can't talk about as in what I bought in that's coming in, or it's a case of try and clear enough space. And this is the only way that I can clear some space. And I'm thinking, well, I'd rather it go to a good home, or parts of it go to a good home. Because that was the whole idea behind it, was to have my own collection so that I can then pass it on to the 4 girls later on in life, for them to realise, well, hold on a minute, Dad must have been collecting these for a reason. So either it's an investment for the future, where the price is going to go up on some of the coins, or was it a case of that he's just buying them for the sake of it? That's totally going to be there. They're going to ask these questions when I'm gone. And I'm like, that's for them to decide. I ain't gone there. I'm still here. And the kids are still about. It's luckily, the second oldest is still alive, because she could have been dead, as in she basically fractured 2 ankles. She jumped from a height, so she did. So she was lucky to be alive, and she fell on her left side. And is actually in the hospital at the moment. And it'll be another 2-3 weeks before she's back out again. But luckily over in the United Kingdom, we get free NHS. So luckily we don't have to pay insurance, as in, so we don't have like a hospital bill. You can't pack 753. No posts here. 7's taken freaking. You've got number 5. Number 5's already spoken for. David Johnson's got 4. So Polly can't have 4. Polly will need to have another number for a change. Polly can get number 8 instead. Paul Hampton. Everybody's like that. But Paul's not here. Paul is here. It's just not in the chat, that's all. Because Paul's owed a package. Paulie paid 15, and then he paid for his second package. Ink's paid part of shipping as well. David's paid part of shipping as well. Irish collectors to get a number actually as well. Irish needs a number, I know. Now I think about it, Irish collector. Because Irish is still due a package, but Irish says don't send it to that address because I'm moving. I might be moving at some point, or I will be moving at some point. Don't send it to that address. That's fine, Irish, not a problem. What can we give him? Number 1, number 2, we'll give him Irish collector, number 2. Irish C collector. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to have to pick, see the ones that are not here. We're going to have to pick either whether they keep it, donate it, or they sell it. We're going to have to make that choice for them. And instead of me doing that, I'm like, I'll just turn around and say, keep that. That'll go in their package. You probably cover for one package, but don't worry about it. Even if you pay half the cover, half the cost will do, buddy. As long as it's not so much in my pocket. That was the whole idea of this. But this other idea might help me. It might help me move my arse, as in this keep dreaded listing on eBay, as in keep shying away from it. Oh, no. Maybe it'll help. That's what I'm turning around and thinking. Maybe it'll help me decide, right, I have to list that because I've turned around and said, I'm going to sell that on your behalf. I'm going to sell this coin on your behalf. It could be a dime. It could be a half quarter. It could be $half. It could even be a $1. Because don't forget, the big eights, you've got clads. Clads probably sell. Proofs probably sell. But I've got some that's single coins, and I'm like, I don't really need them. I'm like that. Good, bad, and ugly. Unfortunately, coins are always key dates, and if you look real close, you can find many. Exactly, if you look close enough, you'll find the errors on them, the variety on them. I don't go that far, but if you can show a coin under a microscope and you take a picture of it, like somebody else see it, and then you put it out to the full world, as in which eBay is, people see that. Hold on a minute. I see what I think I see. Because I'm thinking, even if we start at a low starting price, because you start at a low starting price like that, 1945 quarter, right? Quarter, $10, right? So or £10, right? I goes and looks at it. The average for that coin is between $6 to $8.57. So I'm looking at the conversion rate, right? What's the conversion rate for dollars into pounds, right? $8 is only £4. It's £4. He's got it on the starting price. The guy that's got it has got a starting price on it. It's not even a half decent one like a BU. It's like dirty. I'm like, that's clatty looking. And I'm going, I'm like, don't know about that coin. I know it's an old coin. It's got silver in it because it's 1945, right? But it's not a point. He doesn't even know what mint market is, right? So it's not even telling you the mint market is. Right? It could be a standard P, right? And it's on their starting price of £10. But this guy has used the information from me and seen my channel and thought, hold on, if he can do coins, I'll buy coins, but I'll try and sell them. I'll try and sell the coins to him, as in to me. He's trying to sell the coins to me. I'll literally try and repeat what Alex saying. Aye. But I've not got any grievance against anybody if somebody's want to sell it at £10. If they want to sell it at £10 on eBay, that's up to them. But the thing is, when I've looked at the coin, I've looked at the condition of the coin, and the guy's tried to sell me the coins first, and I went, and what he's done is, he's bought a job lot, instead of saying, right, much for the whole job lot, he's went like that and he started splitting them. Much is this coin worth, how much is that, how much is this, how much is that, sent me pictures, and I've went and done all the research. I've done all the research, and I'm like, that's fine, freaking, you've got a number, that's fine. Aye, so, because you'll need to tell me, you'll need to email me then, as in what you want done with the coin. Aye, so he's went like that, and I went, stupid me, he's went, that coin's worth that, or that I think that, and that should be there, and that should be placed there. And he's like, what about these £2 coins or whatever? And then he's took them to Cash Jenny's or whatever, and they went, they're not silver, they're nickel. They're standard £2 coins or £5 coins. I think they were £5 coins. £5 coins. He bought them off of somebody. And he's like that to me. Do you want these? I'm like, so you want to sell me them? You want to get a profit more than what you paid for them. And I'm trying to run a channel or whatever. Plus I'm also trying to run Facebook or do stuff on Facebook, as in videos and such like on Facebook, to try and create a platform. Try to create a platform on it as well, to try and be a creator or be a creator of videos, as in because I love and enjoy doing videos. I enjoy doing it for you guys. I enjoy taking part. It's the taking part that I love. I love being part of a community, as in, and feeling as if I belong there. It's like me going into groups on Facebook, right, and knowing that maybe I can help them out, as in being in the groups, because I'm looking at videos and I'm looking at command prompts, their same equipment that I'm using, or I've got the same equipment that they're using, and I'm looking at the commands and going, I've seen that command. I know that command, what that command is. I know what that command is. And then I'll say, well, I think this, but it's only my opinion. It's only my opinion. It doesn't say that it's wrong in what I think or the information that I've given over. But I'm giving that free. I'm not asking for money for it. There is a lot of people that's on these groups that inbox me, but they know more about this stuff than what I do because they've been doing it for so long. But I've got a keen interest in it as well. I just decided that I'd take up coins, it was a different challenge with the coins, and I ended up fell in with the USA group or the USA community and felt welcome there. Felt comfortable being there, being around you guys, and thought, fuck it, I might as well make content of coins. I didn't want to see my ugly face in camera. The coins are more important. Let's see the coins. Let's see the condition of a coin. Let's look at the coin itself, the quality of the coin itself, or that's what Lemonhead used to say. What's the quality? A quality means as in either it's blinging at you, or it's dirty, or it's bogging you. Don't like that. AG, it will win something. Number 3, because that's what I'm saying. The 5 coins that I've decided to put up, as in I've done 12 each, 12 at each coin, 12 at each coin. So what? No done. Right, let's. This is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna run the wheel as in with the numbers, and what will happen is about 5 different coins. So this one might come up first. I don't know. Whatever way it's done, it doesn't matter. I don't think it really matters. Right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get this one is going out in front of you, right? And it's 1961. Is that an S? I don't know. Maybe a P. I don't know. Can't see the mint mark on that. Right, so you're going to get asked if you want to keep that coin, you either want to donate it back to the channel, to this channel, or you want it to donate it to somebody in the chat, or sell that coin. But there's 5 different coins going to come up, as in, so there's 12 of each coin, as in them in total. I think that might be an S. I can't really see that as in beside that, because it should be near enough. Sometimes it runs under here, and sometimes it's up there. There's something there, but I can't see it because there's a dark spot. And what is it? Is it an S? Or is that just a P? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not really worried, guys, as in Dingway. If it's a P, Dingway, it'll be put up as in on eBay or whatever, it'll be put up, but it'll be put up on your behalf on my eBay listings. As in whatever we get for that, as in you would take off the postage, because the postage might end up be separate. I know, David, I know it's I put the lights down because it was killing. It kills the dark ones. Because the lights. Nah. Nah, I don't think that's an S. I think it's a P. And it's because Philly sometimes doesn't have a mint mark on it. It looked like an S there, but it doesn't. Liston, you're gonna get a. It's a proof. It's a proof. Then it's Philadelphia. Nice one, Inc. But that's what I'm saying. I tried to keep my fingerprints all off them and all the rest. When I took that's why I had the gloves on, surgical gloves, because I hate touching coins because I like them in really nice condition or the way they should be, so they can be listed or whatever. That's what I'm saying. You're going to pick as and where you keep it. So you're going to either keep it for yourself, or you're going to donate it. Either donate it back to the channel, or you donate it to somebody in the chat, or sell it. Listing this might help me as in actually put listings on eBay. This is what I'm thinking in my own head, in the back of my own mind, because that kick up the backside actually helps you, because it makes you want to do it. If you've got no intention of doing something, you keep saying put it off tomorrow, put it off, and it always get put off. It's always in the back of your mind, I'm going to do it. But you say you're going to do it, but you never get it done. That's what I'm thinking. This might help me. So you're actually helping me, guys. But you're also helping yourself, because that money is either you're gonna say what you're gonna do with that money. You're gonna put it into your own PayPal, or you're gonna tell me I want to put it in my own PayPal, as in you sold that coin or whatever. And I'm going to show you the sale of it, or the screenshot of it when it's sold, and what we got for it. We need to take off, remember, they've got to take off a listing fee or eBay's fee off of that. So whatever we're left with, because it'll go into, they put it into a main account now. It'll go into my secondary account. But I'll show you the screenshot. I don't hide nothing. I'd rather be honest with you guys. I can't do liars. I can't do liars. I can't do thieves. I can't do cheats either. I don't like cheat. I hate cheats. And I hate liars. I hate thieves. I don't mind thieves that steal out of big companies. That I don't mind that, but no, I've had innocent people, as just general normal public. I'm like, I don't want you around me, because I don't know where I stand. But I know where I stand with the YouTube as in USA community, coin community. I have nothing against the UK community coins. I know some of them that's in the groups on Facebook. There are certain ones that you can't say things to, because he'll just ban you for the groups. Exactly, David. Even if it's a couple of pounds, it's a couple of pounds more that you've got. That's fine. Because that's what I'm thinking, guys. I'm like, if we can get the money for the shipping pot fund or the shipping, right, it means then that it's not coming out of anybody's pocket. This is the other thing. People keep saying, "Oh, I don't have the money. I don't think I can't afford it." And then I see them in auctions, and I'm like, "Hold on a minute. You just said that you couldn't afford shipping. So why are you in my channel taking free coins off of me, and then going into auctions and buying stuff, and said you haven't any money for shipping?" So you can't be that short. But instead of me saying anything about it, I just turn a blind eye to it. And because I don't want to cause drama. I'm not here to cause drama on YouTube or be a drama channel. Some people want to be a drama channel. Go and do the drama channel. Don't come here. Don't bring it here. There's no drama here. I get enough drama in my family issues and family life to deal with drama on fucking social media and having to listen to it all the time and end up feeling drained. Feel drained and dragged down by listening to blah, blah, blah. Fucking drama between two people because they can't get on with each other. He done this. She done that. That's like children. It's children. It's not adults. It's not an adult. An adult goes and says to somebody, "By the way, I've got a problem with you, mate." But they don't always hear it on social media unless they can't speak to each other, or they go through a third party, which is called a mediator or a mediation. A mediation with two people. There's another person that likes somebody and they turn and say, "But I can't pick you and I can't pick you, but I'll mediate between the two of yous." But he's got to listen to it. The mediation's got to listen to it, to what he's saying and what she's saying. And sometimes I just want to grab two people's heads and bang the two of them together because they're both as bad as each other. They can't sort their differences out or come to an amicable agreement or a disagreement with each other and say, you're right and I'm right, but you're still wrong in what you think or what you've said, because it's a case of there's people that go and stab each other in the back because their back's turned, or they go and tell other friends about somebody else and they stab them in the back. How would you like it if it was done to you and you found out about it, somebody backstabbing you? You wouldn't be too happy about it. And you're quite right in defending yourself. You're quite right in defending yourself, like any man will do, or any woman will do, will defend themselves. But it doesn't need to be as in to rip a full community apart, because that's what you do. You rip a full community apart and they end up have to decide who's right. Who's right in this situation? And me seeing that, it gets upsetting. It upsets me. It really does. It upsets me in a big way. I get emotional because I get attached to certain YouTube communities because I like the content or it's interesting and want to actually learn from it and what's been put out there. I don't want to go in and see drama on YouTube because to me that's like a war that never ends, a vendetta between two countries that can't get along because somebody has misinterpreted what somebody else has said. If the world was a better place and people got on together, the world would be a better place to live in. And I swear on that. But I don't go on about the world and all the rest and blah, blah, blah and politics. And I don't go on about football either, because football is the same. Or somebody supports Liverpool and the other one doesn't. Oh, my team's better than your team. But there's politics involved between the football as well. That's why I don't do football either. Motorsports, aye. Rugby, don't mind it. Cricket, don't mind it. Tennis, don't mind watching it. But I love when it's a team and they're getting on with each other. In a case of you see the ball being passed and you know they're not at each other's throats all the time. Because they play as a team. They work together. And that's what it should be with a community. Work together. As in work as part of a team. And you'll get along a lot better and a lot further. It was like that. Fucking hell, that's wise. Because I was taught by a wise man. A wise man who was in his late 50s at the time. He was born in 1948. He was a spray painter and panel beater. He wasn't just my father, he was my friend as well, that I worked alongside since I was 13-year-old. As he had an alcohol addiction, which I didn't realise he had an alcohol addiction because he didn't make it into a big song and dance about it, because he would work all week and then maybe drink on the Friday, but then he would go on these benders and then he would get so far up the ladder with buying and selling vehicles, get so far up the ladder, and then he'd get hit depression, and when he hit a depression spell, he'd go missing. He'd go AWOL for 3-4 days and go on a bender. And Mum knew when he had a drink in him because he would start an argument in an empty house. And that was the worst part of him. He was a little lovable rogue, so he was. Never ripped anybody off, never done anybody any harm. Done more harm to himself than anything else, and his family. That's what, see, when you're in a relationship or a family orientated circle and you've got one member of the family who's got an addiction to something and the other members of the family notice that things isn't right, usually it goes the opposite way in life. But because you look upon them as a role model, you think that that's the right way to condone yourself when you have children, because you learn by that, the way that that's been for so many years. Get itchy nose. Itch. Oh, itch. Oh, itch. I see David's name's getting mentioned in the chat, but William, that's the last thing I see as in the chat. We've got the dimes, we've got the 1961 dimes, we've also got the bicentenary. We've got 12 of them, the bicentenary one. And go the bicentenary, there's one there, upside down, 1976, the bicentenary. I didn't see that wee mark there, the wee blemish. It's not bad, it's not a bust, man. It might be just a bit of dirt for the bag. Might be just dirt for in there. It might wipe off without damaging it. But as I'm saying, William, I only go on the tangents because it's something that's either to do with the community, as in it's something that I have a passion for, because that's when people say, it's got a passion for, it's not the coins, it's the taking part in the community itself. I've got emotional attachment to them, if you get me, emotional attachment. And when I see two people arguing, or it's a debate, but it's more than a debate, and I see them at each other's throats, that's what gets me really upset. But I'm like, I just want to take myself away from it. I'm like, I don't want to get involved in it, because I'd rather it be left between the two of them rather than getting involved, because the more people that get involved, it makes it a lot harder for the community. It's like, who do I side with? Do I side with him? Do I side with that person? Because I see what he's saying is truthful to a certain degree, but I'm not sure if I believe him or not. And it starts, do you know what I mean, that way. And you're like, because there is other communities on YouTube. You've got like the ones that do small engines, you've got ones that do like as in buy and sell cars, you've got ones that like rebuild as in damaged cars, you've got all different communities that's on YouTube itself. But it's all people that's intermingled. They're intermingled with each other. And then you see certain faces that you've seen for years. You try and stay out it, William, but it's hard. It's hard to stay out it, because you want to know what's went on or what did go on, because you don't know the situation and you don't know what went down, and you're thinking, is it something that I have to be aware of, or is it a case of it's just two of them at loggerheads with each other and nobody needs involved in it? William's like, I guess you stay out of it. But it's like me, as in last week or the week before, and then in Blistone went, Alec, look, none of your business, because I mentioned a certain person, and I didn't do it intentionally, and I didn't mean he wasn't upset at Blistone, and it wasn't to have a go at a certain other channel. It was never meant that way. But as Blistone said, it was none of my business. But because I didn't know the situation and I'm watching it, and that person's talking about it, I couldn't understand what went on or what was going on. And that's why I asked the question. But it was as if I got into a debate between me as a host here and Blistering in the chat. And it put Blistering in an awkward position, and it also emotionally upset me as well, because I thought, have I been wrong in what I've did? Have I been wrong? Because when I finished airing that certain last week or the week before Blistering, I had a real good think about that. And I was like, am I in the wrong? Was I in the wrong? And I kept asking myself a question, but I'd got upset and I was like, I don't know where to put my face. I didn't know where to turn, where to look after that. That's how upset I was, or emotionally as in me, because I was like, that's one of my people that's in my chat. As in, this is completely different channel. But because you're supporting different people, as in the YouTube community, you're trying to understand where they're coming from, where they're actually coming from, because all they're doing is defending themselves as a person, and that person was quite right in defending themselves, because it would be like you standing up in a court of law and turning and say, Judge, I didn't do that, but you can't speak to that judge. You've got to get that the lawyers to go to speak for you on behalf of you, as in front of that judge. I did it. I've done it. I did it. I went up to try to speak to a judge. I went, done the wrong fucking thing there. But I'd never been in that serious trouble before. So I didn't know as in what I was supposed to do. And if Blistering wanted to speak about it, or to felt that I was in the wrong, I wish they'd have come to me in Messenger, says, by the way, I'm not happy with what went on last night, as in that last live stream. And I would have talked to Blistering and I'd have said, but I wouldn't turn around and started blathering as in what we talked about behind closed doors. Exactly, Blistering, never judge a book by its cover. Exactly. You got to have a good read at it. Or scan the book itself, actually, and the time when you open the book itself, and do I like that book? No. Well, if I don't read it, I'll not know. So I want to read a couple of paragraphs at it. But was it my cup of tears? Don't know. But you're still unbiased about it. Unbiased. And Nessie is a nice person. Don't get me wrong, Nessie is a nice person. The nice side of her. I wouldn't get on the wrong side, I put it that way. Because I think she could, I don't think she would judge them, but I think she would judge that. And I think you would be like, head down like that. That's fine, William. If it doesn't get done tonight, it's fine. At least we've started it. We've talked about it or whatever else. We've not actually run, because I wanted to really run it. To see what would happen. So I was interested in see how far it would go. But I know that everybody likes to go in different places. See somebody else's channel, or they see somebody that's coming live, and hold on a minute, I support that channel too. I want to go and have a listen to them, just to show my face and say hello, which is quite right. It's quite nice, right? Exactly, Blistering. I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's what I'm saying. I felt bad. After, do you know what I mean? And I was like, I delete it, the live, and I thought, man, fucking delete it. I thought that's viewing time and all the rest disappeared. I was like, and I was like, am I in the wrong? And I went, I did. I felt rotten. I did listen. I felt rotten. I was like, did I do the wrong thing? Yeah, should I just have, know what I mean? Exactly, blistering, she says how it is. There's William saying Nessie's got good memes. I don't know what memes are, I haven't a clue. I'm lost with all this. I'm still learning with social technology, with social media. I still stand for that. What is this and what's that? An emoji, that's an emoji, that's an emoji, that's an emoji, and that's something else. And I'm still learning, picking bits and pieces up. But that's what I wanted to find out because when I first joined YouTube, it was a case of wanting to know how it worked. YouTube itself, what the things you said, what the things you didn't say, and all that. And I listened to a lot of the older timers, the old timers at it. I was like, they must know better than what we do. If they're old timers, do you know what I mean? They're 50 60 year old. They're kind of sarcastic jokes, aye. Sometimes, well, I don't know a sarcastic joke. If somebody's been sarcastic with me, I'm like, I sort of put a straight face on and I'm like, don't get that. Do you know what I mean? It takes me ages to get it. Aye. I seen die, William. I noticed that. The funny pictures. I noticed some in Nessie's. Because I have to follow her after, because it was blistering that said, you need to check this out, Alec. I'm like, this is something that is the same as us. Is it something interesting or is it different to what we do? And I was like, but I liked the person. I liked the way she was coming across. That's what I liked about her. I was like, oh, I like that. I like the sound of the voice, and I like the thing with the music that is it's sort of 70s, same music, same era as what I was brought up with and stuff like that. I was like, aye. I know I felt I put you in a bad place, Blistern, do you know what I mean? Because she calls you Jamie. I think she calls you Jamie, didn't she? Jamie. You're Jamie, she says. You're Jamie. She says. I was like, put him in a bad, awkward position. You know what I mean? I can come away with it. Sometimes I can't. I can't sometimes hold my tongue. Sometimes I just come out with something. Do you know what I mean? It's as if it's as if it's niggling at the back of my head. Do you know what I mean? And it's something like as if I want to say it, and I'm like, do I say it? Do I not say it? Do I? You know what I mean? And sometimes I just dig a big hole, as my mum says, because I'm that honest. I just dig this big, massive fucking hole, and I usually put myself. Usually, I'm the first one to put myself in it. It's a massive hole. I'm like, what the guy's fucking hole myself. No, no, not again. No, not again. Fuck. That's fine, William, if you've got to go. If somebody steals the idea, it's not a big deal. No, it's just that mum's right because she's right in some of the thing. It's like my daughter, as in the there's two right. There's one at 18. There's one at 16. Or she's turning 17, right? There's one at 18, and two of them clash. Two of them look very similar because they're sisters, right? But they're not twins. They were born a year apart from each other, but they clash heads because their personality is so similar to each other. But there's little quirks that bits that's no, as in there's differences in their personality, and you sort of see them, but it's parts of me that's there. That's what's funny about it. It's like Katie, and she's like, and then she's telling Gran, "I want to come off. I'm going to come off of social media." But then I'm talking to her, right? Mum's come up to see me, and then she said, "Can you get our number?" But Mum's no technical minded. Mum can do a phone call and a text and an email. That's about it. when it comes to as in like links and all this carry on and how to work as in Facebook, she's hardly ever on Facebook. She only does bits and pieces now and again. It's like as if because it's not face to face contact at the moment or face to face, it's like been open letterbox contact for like the last 10 years of her life, and then she's went, but I want to know my paternal family, so she's come back into her life again. So we've got to build up that bond of that relationship that was lost for the last 10 years. And then you're trying to get to know her as a person, but you're trying to think of her as an adult now, not as a child, not as this little girl, this grown up girly, as in and how much she's changed over that time that you haven't spent round her. And that's a hard thing to try and you're sometimes you don't, you're like, do I talk about this, do I say that, do I mention that, and then she starts talking about boyfriends or whatever else, so you're trying to treat her as an adult instead of a child anymore. I love the conversations because I'm like, I says to mum, I says, do you mean her's just shooting the shit? But that's how I was like, I couldn't come on last week because I was like, I need, and she's like, do whatever you have to do, Dad. And I'm like, no, fuck it, fuck them. I was like, you come first. I was like, I want to know how you're doing, and as in, are you alright, and is everything alright, and what is it they're going to do to you as in this so-called hospital, as in, are they going to do an operation, and when are they going to do it? And how long are you talking about being in there? And then when you see because I just thought, no, that she's bounced, maybe landed, maybe be as in concussion and just stiff a bit. But then when somebody shows you the pictures and they show you it's wrapped up with a cage, it's in a cage, and then there's a pin going through it like that, as if it's going through the actual bone itself and right through it to stabilise it. That's when you know it's serious and you're like, fucking hell, Jesus Christ. You must have felt with, because she actually showed me the bridge. So I'm looking at the bridge, right, and I'm looking and I'm going, it's only a drop from there to there. As in between the top of that bridge and the water. And the water's like a level about maybe about that. But then as you look, as in the way she's pictured that, up further, you see it running. So you see it running down. So I'm like, I don't know how deep that water actually is. And then she's like, Dad, I dropped 10 foot. I'm like, fucking hell. I was like, you didn't feel that. So instead of, because she was a great she was a great gymnast. She used to, when she was a young girl at the age of 6 or 7, she was really gymnastic. She was dead, as in bounce all the time, constantly bouncing. So I was like, well, you must have, if you know gymnastics, you know you should bounce. How come you've not bounced when you've hit that deck? And then she's like, I fell backwards, Dad. And I'm like, and then she's saying, I fell on my left side. And I thought, fucking hell, that's the side that I've got a prosthetic on. And that's the side that's took the brunt of the force. I'm like, fuck. But they're talking about 2 ankles, not just one. And I'm like, that's heavy shit. She's like, well, I'm going to be another 2 weeks in here, Dad. I'm hoping to get home. Because she hates it in there. Fucking bored as shite. I was like, well, you know, got a device, or we can play as maybe a game or something like that. And then I started and then I'm like, maybe she can't get on that game, because I sent her a link and I was like, can you not get in that link? I was like, because if you play with us lot, I says, we're like on 100 and something like 110 level or something like that, as in up further, as in between the coin community. Because we play a game called Coin Masters. We've been playing it for like last year and a half or something like that. But I tend to, what I do is I uninstall it and then I reinstall it. So where I was last at that level, I'm like 112 level. She's only like maybe level 30 or something, or level 20. That's how I was like, well, if we give you coins, the free coins or whatever, or the free spins, then it gets you up further. I said, but you need to play that game as in constantly, nearly every day or every couple of days to get up further up the levels. Because as you get up further up the levels, you actually get more coins as you further up, and then you've got the bits that they give you, like enticements and all that, Caroline, which are all free. So we sit and play that religiously. I was like, maybe that'll stop with your boredom, because I was like, your boredom is because you're lay still and you're not doing nothing. I was like, that's where the boredom's coming from. Because I'm like that. I have to keep on the go all the time. My mind's got to keep occupied. Because if it's not occupied, I'm like, I end up dead lazy. I'm like, oh, I can't be fucking bothered doing that. I'll do it more. I'll do it more. I'll do it tomorrow. Well, I do it tomorrow. And tomorrow comes and I'm like, can I be bothered doing it? Can I really be bothered doing it? Can I really bother getting up? Like, the last couple of days I've been doing alright because I got quite a bit of phones in. But the thing is, some people, that's insane, Blister. You keep yourself busy because you're occupied all the time. So the boredom doesn't affect you. Or if you've got mental health issues, like say depression or whatever, you don't, because you're constantly on the go, your mind's occupied, so it's not going to hit the depression. It's only until you start being lackadaisical, or you don't do the things that you usually do every day, because it became a routine and structure for you. That's why, as you said, you keep busy. Because sometimes I'm like, I can't be fucking bothered. Can I be bothered? Because I lost my dad. The marriage broke up as in 2015. 2 or 3 years later, and then I had all the carry on the thing with the safety of the kids, or safeguarding the kids and all the rest. The social was involved, and then a big court case. I had the court case for like 6 years, dealing with that, and then hang me. I was constant, because I was doing eBay. I was religiously on eBay. I used to do a lot of sales on eBay at one time. I used to put 12 items on it a week, 12 items a week, and I maybe sell between 4 and 8 units a week. But what would happen was I would get mentally tired because I was constantly, as you said, on the go all the time. As in, I wait to the car boot sale on a Sunday, pick stuff up, Monday, Tuesday, get it, as in assess it, process it, get it ready, charge it, do all the unlocking, if it needed unlocking, do all the unlocking with it, then get it all get it all organised, and then put it. But you used to only need, on eBay, you only needed 2 pictures. Now they want 6 on it. They want 6 at least. So they want to see, if you put an item on it, they want to see the front, the reverse it, the left side, the right side, the top view, the bottom view, the top view and the bottom view. They actually used to charge you, if you wanted more pictures on eBay, they charged you 5 pence per picture. 5 pence per picture. Way back then. But now eBay's changed because it's, I think, 1,000 listings per month. It's 1,000 listings per month you're allowed to put on there as a private seller. That's how I was like, maybe this idea might work. Maybe this might help. Because if you've got somebody else's product, it's like having somebody else's product, but you've got to sell that for them or on behalf of them. So they're constantly at you, where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? Asking you the progress of whatever you've done on their behalf. So when they're on your back constantly pressurising you, you feel like that's a kick up the arse. That's a G up all the time. It's like having a horse and the horse will not move. So you tap it in the backside and it moves to a couple of feet, or even 2 or 3 feet, or even not even feet, a couple of yards. And then you get a bigger tap. But as you're getting a bigger tap, it's thinking, well, they're going, they're not going. It's trying to weigh you up. Well, what you doing? What you tap me for? As in, what you tap? And that's how I was like, I wonder if this might work for me. Well, maybe hang me, it'll help. It'll help make me want to put stuff on the list. Because I've got the link. My link for my eBay store is actually on my banner page. It's actually in my links. It's actually in my links on there. And I've only got one item on there, as in the thing that I put on. I put that on months ago, as in that one at £20 or whatever it is. But I've got other bit. I've got fucking hundreds to get through yet. I've got stuff all processed, as in ready going. Just can't. I don't like. Do I want to actually put the listing? Do I want to actually do it? I'm like, keep. Nah, that more. Nah, fucking thing. And then I go and it's like picking up something and going, I need to do that. But then you put it back down and you go, I'll do that instead. That's exactly what I've did. I went, I need to do this. I need to do that. But do I really want to do it? And I put it down and I did it later on. And then went, I'll go and do this now. And that's how what I've done. But it's been going on too long. As you get me, it's been going on too long. I'm like, how do I fix this? And I come up with this idea the night. Oh fuck, I need to go and do the coins or whatever, get that ready. Oh Jesus Christ, that's nearly time. I need to go and run and get this done. I went into the cupboard, pulled the first box out, had a look round to a couple of things that are packages, man. That can be first prize, that can be this, that thing, mate. And I went, that can be, looked at the coin, is that good enough? Aye, take 12 of them out of there, as an thing, mate, out of that. Because if you have it in a roll, right, you can put on it, you've unsearched it, right? So you put that roll on £2 or £3 or whatever, say a couple of dollars. It might do $15, it might do $20, depending on what year it is and what errors are actually in it, or what they think may be in it, may be in that roll. So it'll do its market value or its market price, what it is at the moment, the value it is. Because everybody's got a price mark in their head. Well, I think that's worth, because it's like me going to look at an eBay a job lot, and going, there's 15 phones in that, and it starts at bidding 25 quid, and I'm going to be cheeky here, and I'm like, £18. And then it gets declined. The offer gets declined, but there's not even a bid on it yet. But if he'd have put that bid at if he'd have put the starting price at a lower price, although there was 15 or 20 phones in it, somebody might have come into it and turned and said, I'm going to give you 30 quid or 40 quid for that. I'm hoping to get it, and it's going to cost me maybe 3 or 4 quid a phone. As in thing, because there's still work to be done them, because it says untested or faulty. So you're taking, well, they're broken or no working. So there could be a battery missing, there could be a back cover missing, there could be missing parts for it inside the phone. You don't know if the phone's been ever taken apart, as in and maybe put back together again. So you've got all the sort of bits and pieces, but sometimes you don't ask all the questions, because you're like, don't want to insult the person. Don't want to accuse them that they've been into that phone. I'm looking at it and going, It's a complete phone. It's a complete unit. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Like that last lot I picked up, I wanted two 6310s, which I knew about, and he wanted 8. It was £19 for them, and it was 40 quid for the other 5. There are 5 or 6 phones. It was in another job lot. So I says to him, well, if I bought that lot, can I have that lot included in that one? I says, but I only want I only want to use it for, because I don't know the condition of the phone itself. So I was like, it might work, might not work. But then I was like, I need the 2 screens off it. I need 2 screens for them 2 other boards. It's lying in the flare, because that'll take them off the flare of floor in next door. And then I thought, well, if I get them, I only want to pay so much for them. And the guy went, no, I can't do it for that. He says, but if you take that lot there, I throw that one in it for what you want it for. So out for 10 and one for 30. But two 8600s, which is no 8600, two 6700s. They're powering on, but they're faulty. Something's wrong with them. There's something wrong. They're powering up, but I don't know if it's because of the lack of power in them or where there's a fault in the screens, because when it comes on, you're seeing the light behind it, and it looks fuzzy, the screen. So I don't know if the screens are damaged or whether the board's faulty or whether it's a lack of power. I don't know. So I still to do them ones yet. But I showed them to somebody and they were like, aye, them ones. I was like, much would I get from? Much would I get from? David, did I put you in the thing with that list? Did I put you in that list, buddy? No, I did not. David Johnson in here. Ink's on the list. Polly's on the list. William Z's on the list. Irish Collector's on the list. David's not on the list. David Carlisle. David C. Number 1. See if we don't get this done tonight. We'll do it next Saturday, but we'll use the numbers as in time we started to finish it. Because it's going to be long, because I'm going to do a different tactic altogether. So I need you to kick about a bit, as in the chat, because I need you to work out where you're keeping the coin, where you're taking it for yourself, or where you're donating the coin, because you're going to have to put that in the chat, or you want to sell it and put S. So I want K for keep. So you put K in the chat, or K in it. Because what I want to do is I want to run the numbers, as in and show a coin or one of the coins, and say, right, you keeping that coin or you donating it, because as I said, you could donate it back to the channel, or you could donate it to somebody in the chat if you want. But I need to know who you're donating it to. But if you're selling it or you want to sell it, I need you to put S, so I can mark it as in that A, as in an S. Exactly, David. I want it K. I want K for keep. I want D for donate. It'll be D for donate. And it'll be S for sell. S for sell. Sell it. That's the 3 letters I want in it, and that's how I need yous in the chat. That's how I was like, well, I can't do it because tonight I'm like, I want to talk about it or whatever, the idea that I've got, but I want to be able to run it to see if it'll work. I want to get a trial run and see if it'll work. See if it'll work the way we've planned it. Because the Durbins, that's what I'm saying, the Durbin sent me a shipping invoice, and I'm like, I'm lost. Why you send me a shipping invoice? You never even spoke to me or even emailed me and said, we're sending you a shipping invoice so I know what's going on. So I'm like, has somebody been speaking for me in the chat or said something as in, well, I've not been at auction? I said, I'm like, ah. And then I'm like, but I know that the Durbins do shows, as in they go to the trade shows or whatever. So I'm like, maybe they need the space. I'm like, because you sent me large priority shipping. Because I was like $110. I was like, that would $110 for something. I'm like, maybe I've not paid for something here. Maybe there's been a pending payment and it's not went through. $110. So I opened the PayPal thing and it tells you in the template sheet as when you get your PayPal or the PayPal to pay the invoice. I looked at the shipping, large priority shipping. Why did they send me that? They've not spoke about it yet. What's going on? I'm a bit lost here. I'm a bit confused. That's fine, Boston. We'll do it next. That's what I'm saying. We'll do it next week. As in just use the names and thing because I'll just leave it as in with the coins or whatever. I'll just put the coins as in a poker or whatever. I'll put it in a box so I know that it's like I do this. What I usually do is get it organised or whatever else. Then if it doesn't go ahead, what I'll do is I'll box it all up, but I'll make sure that I know where that box is so that I know it. I can go to that box. I know exactly where it is and I know where to put my hands on it straight away. Because I lifted stuff out the other box, the box, and I was like, well, I can get that bit again, I can get this bit again, I can get that bit again, and I can do that one. I was like, that'll do for the first prize or the 1 to 4 or 1 to 5 as in top prizes. I was like, but I want to see if this will work with the little ones because I was like, I can't get any more of that. I can't get any more of the foreign coins or the big box, the box ones. I've asked Floyd, and Floyd's like, I would need to see about it. And then Durbins don't do it. So I was like, I'm fucked. I'm like, either I go on eBay, ask somebody that can advise me to where I need to go and get big bags of stuff that we can put as minimum prizes. And I was like, I don't really want to gear up. I don't want to have to stop and start the thing all the time. Keep stop and start. And people was like, but you're not being consistent. We don't know whether you're coming on in the night or you're coming on in Saturday or you're not coming on Saturday. Can you let us know? Because that's what happened. Can you let us know? Can you put up in your community post or you put like the Durbins do? We're not going, the auction's not happening today. And they put out a video. I was like, well, I haven't put a video out about what has happened because I was like, I don't want to talk about family issues. I don't want problems because I don't want people turning and saying to her, well, as I don't want people going to her Facebook and then turning and saying, but you didn't do it right. Because I don't really want her to decide to, I don't want them to see her go as in before her time. I'd rather make her own life and do better than what I did and see her flourish, see her do well in life and say, I'm proud of you, Missy, I'm proud of you. You've done it, you've done right, you've done a better life than what I did. Do you know what I mean? And praise her. That's what I want to be able to do. No go to a funeral. Because when she told me as in how many feet, I was like, fucking hell, about 10 feet. You actually dropped 10 feet. So you went, instead of going, because she's only showed me under the bridge. So that's what I'm saying, I'm looking at it, I'm going, it's not much I dropped that bridge from there to there. But I'm like, is she just saying she's going to do it and didn't do it? But then when I found out she was in the hospital, I was like, she fucking attempted to do that. And what made her do that? What was her in her mind at the time, as in when she did this? And she's like a year under her sister. So I'm like, well, if she's got the tendency to do it, what if the older one's got the tendency to do it, but there's two other ones underneath her as well? As in, what if they seen their sister or hear that her sister's done it and decide, oh, well, we'll do the same? Because that's what they did, they follow suit, didn't they? Because the other ones is a role model like them, as in if there's one older than herself and there's two younger ones underneath her, they think it's alright and that's acceptable to do that. That's what was more worrying. I was like, she needs therapy or counselling, she needs counselling. But I don't want to be as in laid in the law and turn it, you need to do this. I wanted to sort of be tactful about it with her. If I could talk to her or if she wanted to talk to me. But I didn't want to turn around and later be fucking hard bird, you know what I mean? You shouldn't have done this and what you've done is unacceptable. David Smith don't do that, do you know what I mean? That kind of attitude. I didn't want to go like that. Just sort of tactful with her, as in a bit of like tiptoeing, try to get into her head. There's ways of dealing with this, do you know what I mean? You should have talked to somebody. If you felt like that, why didn't you, do you know what I mean? Why didn't you just text her as in, and then I was like, well, why? I was like, why don't you make a YouTube channel and just either to rant how you feel or to do what you enjoy, because she's really good at artist stuff. I seen some of her bits and she showed me one, right? Showed me this cake. So I'm looking at the cake and I'm thinking, she made that cake, right? But then she's like to me, Dad, I didn't do it, wasn't the cake I done. She went, it's the icing on the top of it, right? We're talking about a flower blistering, Jesus Christ. This thing had petals, a whole 9 yards, and it was like a daffodil or some kind of flower. And she dripped all the sides of it and all the rest, and all the leaves and everything. And you could see all the design, all the detailing in it. And I thought, oh my God, I thought, that's a bloody artist. That's creative. I went, that is something else. I went, I can't do that. I'm not the best at that. I can put stuff together and I can collate. I can build a collage. I can put a collage. And I thought, and then I'm thinking to myself, maybe that's exactly what she did. Maybe it was a collage. But then she was showing me the other day a box, and it had buttons, right? But I'm thinking she's opened the box and she's showing me the buttons, right? So I'm looking at the buttons. I sees the buttons, and then I sees the glue beside it, or the pot of glue. And then that's when I looked, and I had to take another look at it, and I'm like, looking at it, I'm thinking, do I see a picture in that, or a picture getting made in that? And that's when I was like, hold on. And I says to her, I says, people actually buy boxes. I says, in colourful boxes like that. I says, but you can do collages with buttons and all that kind of stuff. I try to hint with her, and then she says about business. Now, hold on a minute here. Business? You like business? Hold on a minute here. I got a job for you. But instead of me saying I had a job for her, I went, you like business? And I'm like, feeding ideas to her, no, bits and pieces. As in, it's like you blistering, as in with us fishing reel, as in they're doing the magnet fishing. When you put that magnet fishing out, that's exactly what I did. I threw that line out there, and I like that with a bait, sitting with a bait on it, like that, reeling it slowly in, like that, enticing her, like that. Hold on a minute here, I says, your dad, I says, your old dad, I says, comes up with some nice pieces. How do you fancy then as in making your own eBay account and all that? I'm good at that. I'm good at enticing somebody. I know what I'm doing. I've done it for a long time. It's like the showman people used to be able to roll up, won't win a prize, but now they're not allowed to do that. because that's new enticing. It's some kind of, there's a law against it, I think now. It's like when they used to shake the charity bucket, they're not allowed to do that anymore as well. So you're basically enticing somebody because you're asking them to come over, as in with a hand signal or the hand gesture. So you're encouraging them. I think there's a law now against it, under some section. And I'm like, how do you get rid of that? Hold on a minute. Like that. And I was nearly wanting, because I was like, well, if you don't want to see me or whatever, why don't you get somebody to pick it up for you? I'll process it, I'll have it ready for you. You then sell it. Give me back so much money off it. But I give you, what I could have done with her is I could have gave her a box of stuff and says, you sell it, whatever you get for it, that's your initial outlay. I said to Mum, I told Mum the exact concept. I says, look, and she's like, we'll give her a percentage. If she sells or whatever, a percentage. I thought, well, why has she not got the money to start up? Because I remember back in the days when I was with the kids and all that, Caron. That's fine, bless them. I just shut it down now because the thing is, and there's only 2 people in the chat. I just wanted to. I'll do it next week, but I'll use the numbers. What we'll do is we'll leave the numbers, bless them, as in on the book, and then when we do it Saturday coming, you use the numbers as in the people that's in the book and start for there. Do it that way. So then we're partly into it. Because my StreamYards is saying that I'm low in yours, but I know that in another 5 days it'll be back to 20 years anyway. So I'll be plenty of time as in for the next 2-3 weeks anyway. That's what I like about it. I know, buddy. Probably hasn't, because the weather was good, wasn't it? The weather was good out there. It's been warm out there. Mum's been round the back. Seems like that in the sun lounger. So aye, you're away to hang me, get yourself a tan. By brown, you're finished. Because that's what I'm saying. I've been busy during the week. I bought phones in and then I get 2 today. I got 2 off of that guy, off that seller. One's nice condition, it's not rough looking. The second one he has, I need to actually maybe do up. And then I've got 2 that's just appeared in, but I'm waiting in 2 gold. I'm waiting in 2 gold housings that I've ordered, and 2 silvers, because I've got 2 silvers left, 2 housings left, and then I'm going to email Arva Daddy, and I'm going to ask him whether I can get 2 other housings for free, as in because he's got them listed at $19.99. Or whether he'll give me, if he not give me 6, he's got it as a bundle of 4. But if I can get another 2 off him for the price that he's put on it for, then sometimes I'm cheeky. Sometimes I'll say to them, can I get another 2, or maybe I put another one in? Because there's always one that you fuck up. You're doing the job or whatever else, you take the cover apart, you open it up or whatever, or you do the housing and it's on, because it's not just a blister, it's not just a front housing, you get the front housing in the back, but it's got the metal insert. I think there's a metal insert, but you don't get the buttons. So you got to take the 6310, you got to take all buttons out of the phone itself and use the buttons, the original buttons, to put back in it. But then there's little clips, there's little plastic clips, and it goes on. But when they put the housing together, they put it just like roughly together without the screws. So that it's clipped in, so sometimes you bust the clips, you try to take it apart for the two housings. I think it's fine. I'm going to shut it off anyway, buddy. As in, I think we will leave it with the names and the numbers in it, and we'll just run it on Saturday. We'll run it Saturday, because they need to time me. Because I want to do it like, as in, pull one coin out, or whatever, whoever, and then start it for there, like a coin, and then move on to the next person and do it again. So, but I don't want to do like the same coin to everybody, although that there's 5 coins, there's 12 of them, and then there's 12 of the other ones. So there's like 5 different coins that I picked out, but they'll all be, as I'm saying, they're all out of rolls. There's 2 rolls of pennies that I took pennies out of. I also took the $half out of BU roll. I took the quarters as well out of BU roll. So I need to, that's what I'm saying. So I've got 12 of them each. So we've got, but I want to do like a penny, and then the next person jump maybe onto the quarter, and then go back. So jump back and forward until we get to the last. So the last person with the 12th number, and then what we'll do is we'll run the early bird and fucking all the bits and pieces, the usual drill. But I want to just do it slowly. I want to do it like, as I said to David, like the K, D, and S. So you turn on and say to me, right, I want to sell that coin, so I've got to then bag it and put ink, sell on it. So I bag it and go, right, that's inks. So I'm going to put it on my eBay on behalf of you, and then what we're going to do is it will be on a listing for 7 days. Whatever it sells at, you can either keep that money, so I'll end up send you the bits that once eBay takes their cut off it and all the bits and pieces come off it, I'll say to you, right, you've got $4. Where do you want me to send that money to? So if you've got that's why I need, as in people that's got PayPal, ME accounts or whatever. So I've got the right email addresses to drop the money in or whatever. But it's totally up to you guys, as I'm saying. Because I'm like, well, you could either donate it to the channel, or you could either put it in the shipping pot fund. But I don't want to make any choices for you guys. I'd rather you make any choices. Say, I want it to go to the channel, or I want it to go into shipping pot fund, or I would like it to go to such and such. And for you to actually see it and witness it, so that people can turn and say, well, we didn't do what you said he did. It's done. It was done because we could donate it to benefit auctions or whatever for somebody that really needs it as well. Do it that way with different coins. You used to say to me, right, we want a bag, it's got to go to such and such, so it's got to go there. That's to go into the donation pot, and that's to go to such and such. But we know it's truthful, it's gospel, if you get me. It's not just a case of benefiting this channel. By you being here, you are benefiting it already, because you're watching the videos, you're viewing me as in while I'm hosting a live, so we're getting watch or view time as well. So we're winning on other ways as well. But we want to be able to shout other channels out and all the rest. Do you know what I mean? You used to put out your links as well on the chat so that others see that. Oh, I want to check that channel. I've never seen that channel before. I want to go to that channel. It's interesting that. There maybe be a video that you've done and it maybe be different to my video. People, I like that one, thanks. Better. I want us all to get a piece of the action. That's what I said to you. That's how I explained it 100 times to you already. It's like me having this cake and it's a birthday cake and somebody, happy birthday to you, but the cake's too big enough to eat myself. So I'm like, well, what do I do with the cake? But there's 5 at the party, but use other party. So I'm like, well, I want to share that cake, and it's the same with pennies. If I've got a full roll of pennies, I don't want all the pennies in the roll. I say, I'm like, here, have a penny. That's how you see me in the thing in the auction. I've get them 5 to us. Don't put them back. I don't want them put back in that roll. Give that to us or give that to Hidden. I'll be able to share them because I'm like that. If I see somebody doing well or they turn and say, look, by the way, I found that. I want you to show me it. I want somebody to show me it and go, I got a double, a D over D that one that Joe sent me as you gave me. I'm happy for them. I'm like, I'm ecstatic for them. I'm like, you what? Let me see it. Let me see what was in that coin because I want to be able to see the picture there, to visualise that picture. Visualise that picture on that coin. So that I then go, oh, well, if I see one or spot it, I go, that's a double D over D. I need to keep my head of that. I can't send that to somebody. But I don't want to have to make the choices of having to keep a coin back just because it's a double D over D or whatever it is. But just because I see an error on it. I'd love seeing our coin community prosper. Not just me to prosper, it's for us to prosper. This was a whole idea that I'd set out for a long time ago. That when I felt isolated, that's why I built the channel, because I felt isolated in my own area. That's why I started the journey. But when I seen the journey move, as in me being in Lemonhead's channel, and the amount it grew in that chat, hold on a minute here. I never realised how many people were actually in this community. Hold on a minute here. And then I had this. So I'm dreaming one night and I see this picture of this imaginary bridge, right? But I see 2 armies. There's one there, there's one here. Hold on a minute, but they're not fighting. They're not fighting in this dream, right? And they're standing there and they're fucking. It's like, do you remember that? Have you ever watched Alvida's in Pet when they get the Liverpool Bridge or whatever, and they get the Kosovo's on one side and the Lithuanians on the other, and they're shooting at each other with the targets like Caron. They're all down in the Alvida's in Pet team are all down in the ground. And they've got the hard hats on, right? So they got a hard hat, and there's fucking stones and all sorts pelting down. So I'm imagining this imaginary fight with 2 parties, but they're not really at loggerheads with each other. They're standing there viewing the view, and they're thinking, all right. And they're thinking to themselves, did we go over that side? Did we go over this side? And they're standing there looking, and you see all these people lined up, and they're, what's going on here? And they're looking, and they're thinking to themselves, do I go over there? Do I join that? Do I join that team over there? But they're sort of thinking, why is this team over here standing there for? What's going to happen? But they don't move. So I had that imaginary picture in my head, and I was like, hold on a minute here. What if I could join 2 sides together? I'm in Scotland. So I'm in UK anyway, but I'm doing American coins and bringing them over to UK. What if I can join these 2 sides up and they can be friends with each other? Because they're friends anyway. But they're looking at each other and going, dare, don't I? That way. Hold on. That's when I think we fucking, hold on. This is an idea. I wonder if this will work. That's it. But I didn't want to, because when I seen Lemonhead, I was learning with Lemonhead, I was listening to what he was saying, that I was to learn about the coins and how to actually research the coins and that, and how to actually do it properly. And then it's like gloves. And that's why you seen the night with the gloves, or the glove. As in, I don't touch, when I'm playing about with coins, I'm trying to lift them with, so there's no fingerprints on the coins or whatsoever. I'm picking them up like that. But as I'm picking them up, I can actually see my hand shaking like that at times, like that. Because it's nervous. Because I don't want to actually hold them too long. I want to hold them for brief seconds or whatever, so there's nothing, so there's no more as an imprints on them. They've already is on them already. Because the B-Euros, you really see them. Beautiful, that. Fucking gorgeous. Alright. It's like gorgeous, that. Will I open it? Will I actually break it all open? It's too good looking as in that roll itself. But I don't really need all these 50 odd pennies in there. I don't need all these pennies. Well, I need 2 at most. 2, maybe 3 at most. 3 out of that. And then you get to somebody else, another collector. It's nice to be, as they say, caring is sharing, or sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. You care about somebody that much, and yeah, have that. You're like, what are you giving me that for? What the hell's that for? It's because I want it. That's why I give you it. There you go. Take that. You think of one I watched? Fucking yes. Oh, fucking I need to put it in. Wonder if that's worth putting in my collection. But I'm saying, it's amazing how the coin community work. That's the good part. That's the overwhelming part of it. How the community work. Know what I mean? As in, you see it in auctions, as in, I'll get to such and such. You just pay $30 for that. You're keen it, damn. Don't see that over here. Do you know what I mean? 30 quid a lot of money over here. As in, get to somebody that's no go, as in, ding me, that's not even got fucking £2 to piss. As in, get to them. And they're like, fucking hell, go on a meal. Fucking do a lot with this 30 quid. But people that has got money, as in when you give them 30 quid, it's like nothing to them. But fucking aye, right? Fucking here, have it back. You know what I mean? I don't fucking need that. I don't need that. That's, to them, it's like an insult. That's $30. $30. Fucking thing me out. Fuck. What are you fucking on? That fucking insult. You can't insult my intelligence. But it's the mindset of getting into somebody's, as in the mindset of the logic, into somebody's mind, and they appreciate it. That's the part that I get. I get that. I get that. I really do get it. You know, that coin. It's like, I ain't saying about the Bugs Bunny. If they weren't so dear, the Bugs Bunny, I'd be like, I would give somebody one of them. Fucking here, have that. Have you not got one of them here? Have that. It was like when I felt left out when everybody else was getting Greg Arbuckle's knives, and I was like, "Where's my knife? Can I get one? Can I get one?" And I knew nobody was going to go like that to me. Here, have that. And there's a $70 knife. Here, have that. I knew I was going to have to buy it myself, treat myself, and I was like, "Did I get one?" And then I was like, to Joe, emailed him, and I was like, "I will take that knife. I will have that paring knife." So I picked me. He's like, "What one do you want?" I was like, "Just pick me one. Just pick me one, a nice one." I was like, as long as it's colourful, the handle itself. Because you look at that and the green, it's a nice green. I do like it. But then when I felt the sharpness of the blade, I fucking hell, it's sharp. It's fucking razor. I actually put a knife nearly through my hand. I was sharpening it one day, sitting sharpening it. And she says to me, "Don't keep sharpening that knife." And I fucking sitting there like that and I was sharpening it. And I slipped. I fucking slipped the middle of that and nearly dug it in my hand. She went, I told you you would do that. I told you not to play with knives, not to do that. I told you. She went, go that way, no that, this way. She went, I told you slip. Aye, oh fucking okay. I fucking told me, aye, okay. End up at the hospital, and me come back and bandaged up. 2 days. As in 2 days of healing. And the wound was only like a thin cut. But it went in like that. And round like that. As in it actually burst the skin. And it was quite deep like that in the way. But I was lucky I didn't get stitches. Oh, that's fine. It's just this thing where you've only just nicked it in, but she says you went quite. It's not that deep. She says, but it's as you went in there quite as in right in. You went in about a quarter of an inch or something like that. She says, but you're lucky you've not cut any tendons. Because you asked me how I done it. I was like, fucking a bit. I done one day. I was doing what was I doing? I was doing a Motorola housing, and I had a screwdriver, and it had the torque screws, and the torque screws are quite big on the Motorola's, and I didn't break the head off it. I rounded the torque head, and a fucking screwdriver, a plain screwdriver, and I held it up tight, and I had the body like that, and the screwdriver slipped, and it went in that way, and fucking I dropped the Motorola, the phone at my hand, but I went and as I slipped, I went like fucking up like that, and I felt it again. And then I learned a trick with the Motorolas, the Motorolas themselves. Dad had a hand drill, and I learned how to actually turn it in reverse, as in the actual hand drill. Hold it on the floor, try and pin it with my 2 feet, pin it, because I used to wear the steel toe cap boots all the time because I'd worked in the warehouses with the agency. Hit it on my 2 feet, hold it with my 2 feet like that, get the drill into the torque head, and then roll the drill back. You roll the drill back, but quick enough, and it would reverse the screw out to take the head off, no to drill the head out it. Basically, if you rounded the threads, as naturally rounded the threads, and that. I fucking used to. I loved the Motorola's. I used to like doing the Motorola. I used to like doing them up. I used to like refurbing them. But see, it's like with the Motorola's or the Nokias, they're a piece of, the older ones are a piece of piss. I done one up the night. I done actually two up the night. Well, I was charging the 6300 that I bought off the job in the job lot. Picked it up. I felt something loose. The whole housing did come away for the plastic. The plastic was flattened. I'm like, I said to Mum, I says, "By yes, I just done that one." So done the one up as in the one that the charging port was squiffy. It was like as if to an angle. I'm going, that shouldn't be like that. So that's that port. Somebody's damaged that port. I was like, oh, somebody's damaged where the plastic case sits where it sits in. Somebody's damaged that. So I'd done that one first. And I never thought getting the other one. I thought it wasn't until I moved the other one, fucking tap fucking flapping. To the mum, she's just one, honey, there is one, well, I'm nearly running out of thing with housings because I had to get the last time I bought housings, I actually what was I getting? I had to get a equipment adapter for the unlocking boxes. I think it was a couple of 53 housings and some 6300s. So I bought the full lot because I was like, well, by the time we ship them for China, and then I put in the order, and it was like £58. And then I looked at shipping and I thought, 40 odd quid for shipping? I was like, that's dear. I was like, I wonder if I can put a bigger. I wonder if I can put a bigger order in. I was like, it would be down, it would cost a bit less than the shipping. But the price of the shipping didn't come down. So I decided, fuck it, I'll put a bigger order in and do it all at the one time. But now I've run out of, I've nearly run out of fucking 6,300 housings. And I always like, if I bought a couple of them, usually I always keep a two in stock, two or three housings in stock, because I'm like, I don't know when they're going to come back in again. I was like, might buy a job lot and there might be two in them that need doing up. Because the age of them was like, because I went into my other place, Mimo, or the Revive, walked in at his place and he's like, so many batteries. He goes, I haven't got them. He goes, but I know who will have them. He said, I'll take you, take you out to his place. He said, I used to work with the guy. Took us out to Mimo's and and I'm standing there with the boy, right? But he's like, it's fucking about me. He says, they're 14-year-old phones. He says, you're messing about with. He says, we don't stock some of the parts. He says, we done away with them parts. He says, discontinued them. He says, 4 years ago, there was a guy who used to phone them up, and any discontinued line that they did in Mimo, the guy would buy it up and they would ship it to Manchester. They would ship it to Manchester. There's a boy in Manchester who keeps all the retro stuff. But some of the parts or the housings are obsolete or discontinued. So see, trying to get hold of the thing with the housings, sometimes I pain the fucking ass. That's how I try and keep a couple of housings in stock, because there's never a time where you go like that with a job bought and maybe two come in and you're like that, you look at the condition, you go, it's a bit rough. You think to yourself, well, if I do that up, there might be a chance of selling that, because the more tidy, as my old man used to say, if you look at something, right, and it's if it's rough and untidy, you're not going to buy it. But if it looks the part or the presentation's right, you look at something and you go, and it catches your eye, the first couple of seconds or even a minute, less than a minute, and you look at something and you go, that takes my fancy. You've got more a tendency to bid on that item, and it creates interest because you might not win it, but if there's 2 or 3 bidding in it, it can do funny money. Could do for a fiver upwards. And that's the same as a coin. It's like you put a coin on there and there's 2 or 3 people in it, or 2 or 3 people see it and go, I really like that coin, or I really like that. I wouldn't mind having that in my collection. Can do for $2 up to I think $15-20. It could go either way. But thanks for loving us, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.